Hello, hello. Welcome to another live stream. I think we should be live. Looks good on my end. If anyone's already there, feel free to say hi in the chat. But anyway, I thought I was just gonna do a spontaneous live stream today, have a little bit of time, and want to do a little bit of just chill racing on Forza Motorsport today. So that's the plan. And hey, oh god, my chat is way too small. Sorry. I am Onion. Hello. Can I somehow make this bigger? This way I can. Good. Makes it a little bit easier and I can actually read. So yeah, a little bit of still things to figure out because I am, well, contrary to last live stream, I'm now in my rig. Well, second monitor set up so that I can read the chat. It's a little bit more difficult here, but I think we'll manage. So, what's the plan for today? As I said, a little bit of just chill live streaming and racing on Forza Motorsport. Thinking we might just start out in the spec series, but maybe we can also do something in the open class, so maybe even multi-class. Not quite sure yet. I mean, there's some nice tracks going on here. It's also medium length. We could build something up for like maybe R class. I think that could be fun. Maybe even S. Kind of depends. But yeah, I think we'll just start out so that we have something to do with the spec events. So we could do GT4, could also do the Formula Masters or Touring Cars. Touring Cars is still a little bit to go till that actually starts. So I think we'll start out on the Nürburgring in the Touring Cars. Not the Touring Cars, sorry, in the GT4s. And I think, since I haven't driven that car yet in the GT4 class, I'm gonna take the one that isn't really GT4, which is the Audi TT.
The Nürburgring Grand Prix
raining, right? So yeah, we haven't gotten any more. And like, I really hope there will be more cars coming to the GT4 class. Yeah, I'm gonna take the one that isn't really GT4, just to see what that's like. So do I have a tune on this car? Probably not. Or maybe I do. This might be the one that I did when it still was in GT class. If most of that is unchanged. So well, looks like this might be one of my tunes. It's a little bit of an older one, and I don't know if it still works here, but we're just gonna try it out. Yeah, wet tires make sense. Just take like a couple of laps of fuel and just get going. Just see how this feels like. And I need to change my camera. What's going on now? Okay. Window wasn't in focus, seems like.
Till race start.
Okay, so far only 2 players in this lobby. That's still a problem, sadly. And if this one doesn't really fill up, I might just hop out and either try to get a new one or just do something else instead. But we'll see. Need to get used to Forza Motorsport again. Haven't been driving this for a couple of days. It does feel like these things have a lot of grip even though it's wet. Would have expected them to slide a lot more. Maybe it's just this car, but I mean the other GT4s also had quite a lot of grip. And once again, welcome to anyone just joining. Just gonna do a little bit of chill racing on Forza Motorsport today. I know it's a little bit of a spontaneous live stream, but I think that's not a bad thing. And maybe even on a Sunday afternoon, at least for me, it's Sunday afternoon, some more people will have the time to join. I know that my times that I can do streaming are not all that friendly to my American viewers. Like a lot of people from US and Canada, I can see that from my analytics. So I know that streaming during the week in the afternoon for me is gonna be like in the morning for you guys. So maybe once in a while also doing live streams on the weekend like this could be beneficial, so that you then maybe have the chance to catch the stream as well. Yeah, this lobby doesn't seem to fill up, so not quite sure what to do with this. We could still hop out and try another one. Or maybe we'll just do something else. I don't know. Oh, I actually managed to lose the car here. Okay, let me just quickly check that stream-wise everything's working, since we do still have time. But I think we should be good. Looks good from my end. Let me know if there are any problems in the chat, and also just feel free to say hi and let me know how you're doing on this fine Sunday. All right. Okay, we now got 5 people in the lobby. It's better than it was before, but do I really want to start a race with just 5 people? I don't really want to. So let's maybe try get a little bit of a fuller lobby. I don't know if this will work, but we'll just try. Still got a little bit of time to join this one. Let's see.
The original Nürburgring hosted its first car race.
Once again, go for the Audi TT. And this is the same lobby with now 6 people in it. Might be. So yeah, this might not be like the best racing experience if there are not more people joining this, but I guess let's just do this for our first race and then just see what else we can do. I mean, there's still some people joining, which is good. No, I didn't want to leave now. Let's just get on track again. I don't think I'm gonna do qualifying in this one. Just gonna try to get a feel for the car a little bit again. Hey, RC Drone. Yeah, where's everyone online? I'm not quite sure if it's just that maybe this is an unpopular lobby. That could be. I mean, GT4s I don't think are all that popular. So yeah, we're gonna try something else after this one. But it might also be just matchmaking, well, not being really on point. I think they Turn 10 could do a lot better in terms of matchmaking to actually have lobbies fill up. Oh well, for our first race here, we'll just try and make do with what we get here. Even if there are not that many players, maybe we can still have some great racing. It all depends on if people are kind of close skill-wise. Kind of curious if there's actually gonna be rain in the race as well. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case. I've seen it a lot of the time that qualifying or practice is in one weather condition and then the race is just completely different. I mean, it's kind of similar to how it is in real life most of the time. Yeah, at least in some series qualifying is even done on a separate day, so I find it a little bit annoying that you can't see what the weather is gonna be like. There's no forecast or something along those lines. Or weather radar like GT7 has, for example. That would be kind of helpful and would lend itself to more strategy choices in terms of if you pit, when and which tires you take, stuff like that. Would be kind of nice. Maybe we'll get that at some point. I mean, we've gotten the proximity radar, which was already great, so you never know.
30 seconds.
Okay, practice lap was P2 in this lobby. I don't think it was even all that great, but you never know what people are doing anyway in practice, so not really something to go by. Let's just see. Didn't qualify, so we should start somewhere towards the back of this kind of small field, but let's just see what we can do here. And once again, welcome if anyone just joined. Just doing a little bit of chill racing today. Just gonna try to have some fun on Forza Motorsport on this fine Sunday. So yeah, let's start off by... Okay, track is wet at the moment. We're gonna do 7 laps. Let's just take... I'm always gonna take it a little bit safe and just take it for 8. We are gonna take wet tires. If the game suggests that, then that's most of the time the right decision. And where are we even starting? Here. Okay, P7, even though... it seems like no one... 3 people qualified. One that was a little bit faster than our practice time just now. And 2 that were slower, and then a lot of people just didn't qualify. Just kind of fine, I guess. But yeah, as I said, since this is a kind of small lobby, we're gonna see if maybe the next one has a little bit more people in it. Or we're just gonna do something else, like touring cars, or maybe something in the open class. Could also just build up a car for that, because I don't actually have many cars built for the open series. Just not something that I did all that often, so yeah, I don't really have many cars to choose from. So yeah, definitely something we could do afterwards. But let's see how this race goes. It didn't look... It looks like a lot of Audis actually. There's one Ginetta in front. I saw also one KTM. Oh yeah, let's see. the KTM has a great launch. It looks like both the KTMs got a great launch in, and that was a little bit of a send by me. Sorry. And yeah, now I'm getting pushed around. Interesting. Okay. Don't really think that's all that necessary. Okay, yeah, I was thinking that he was just gonna be a little bit of a pain in the butt. Okay, it's one of those guys. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what his mission is, but apparently it's to ram us. So I think I'm just gonna do this and get away from him, hopefully.
Total time penalty
Yeah, I
is
don't
about
care.
2.5 seconds.
Worth it, in my opinion. You're gonna be such a pain, and you have to deal with something like this.
Total time penalty is about 3 seconds.
And hey to everyone just joining. Welcome to the stream. So because of what happened here in the first lap, I think we don't really have a chance, but I'm gonna try to catch up as best I can. About 5 seconds to the guy in front right now. Let's see if we can get that down a little. Maybe shouldn't drive too aggressively. That was a little late on brakes. We are catching, so that's good. Also check the time to the leader, which is about 12 seconds right now, I would say. And actually we might need to do a pit stop, even though it's just 7 laps. Tire degradation is kind of kicking in a little already. Or maybe we'll just see after like 3-4 laps where we're at. And it might also be that the weather will change. As I said, sadly, no indication from the game if that's gonna be the case, but right now it just seems to be just raining. Doesn't seem to get any less right now. Let's see if we can somehow make our way past. He does break a lot here. Okay, another guy that just pushes me off track. Interesting. Maybe it wasn't the smartest decision to try and attack there, but he was very slow through the Schumacher ice. And we get in here. Nice. A little bit difficult with just lifting through the Schumacher ice. At least in these conditions. There's someone off the track? Just saw headlights. Interesting. So yeah, definitely lost out a lot on the leader because of incidents. Let's say it like that. And, well, tire degradation is not terrible yet. But we still have 3 laps to go. It's just basically the fronts. I mean, this car just shreds front tires. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. I feel like we might not be able to go the whole distance on these tires, but let's see. I'm just gonna try to at least do one more lap and also see what all the other guys are doing. I feel like the KTMs and the Ginettas are probably totally fine just running one set of tires, but with this car, I mean, if you look at my rear tires, they are completely fine and they will probably easily last to the end of the race, but my front tires are almost in medium, or what's it called, the first stage of degradation. We'll get it soon, I feel like. And we're catching a little bit, at least the leader. But maybe something happened in front? I'm not quite sure. I think I was like 13 seconds away, beginning of the lap, so something must have happened. Or maybe the delta is just not completely right. Yeah, but the big question is, can we go the whole distance on these tires? I don't know, especially if I do this much sliding around. Maybe not. Well, 2 laps to go. Oh, that was an off track. Well, I think I'm gonna try with 2 laps to go. Don't really want to pit. No one else is right now, so yeah, let's just try. Last lap's probably gonna be pain, but what can you do? Other than to not take this car, I guess. I mean, it's fine. Like, it's fairly easy to drive, it's like very, very stable. But I'm not sure how competitive it can be in this GT4 category. The delta to the leader is jumping around a whole lot, so I'm really not quite sure if we are catching. Maybe a little. Not enough, for sure, to get the guys in front. I mean, we can actually see the 2 guys in front, P3 and P2. Maybe there's a chance, but yeah, I kind of doubt it. 1.5 laps to go. 6 seconds to the next car. I don't know. But interesting, only now it shows minor tire wear. So is this different for wet tires? Because I feel like normal dry tires do show minor degradation at half durability, and this is definitely below half if you take a look at the diagram in the bottom. We never really noticed that. Might be different actually. Lap. You can definitely feel the front tires giving up at least a little bit. We are catching, so this could have been a fun race if we somehow had survived lap 1, but no, nothing you can do there. I think my descent into the first corner was probably also a little bit much. So maybe I've just gotten what I deserved, I don't know. Oh yeah, can definitely feel the degradation here. I always miss this apex, but maybe it's also in the wet conditions not that great to go over that curb, but yeah. Could improve my driving here a little bit as well. Now moderate tire wear, but we Almost made it. It's again pushing it a little far. My braking point. Alright, maybe not the most fun race for a first one, but maybe we can get something else. It's a little bit more filled in terms of the lobby as well, would be nice. So yeah, let's take a look. And once again, if you just joined during this race, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. Feel free to say hi in chat as well. And the guy that did ram me quite a lot in the first lap is still going. Okay, now he's done. Yeah, not quite sure what some people are about, but okay. Once again, let me just see if everything's still working, but it looks good. So let's see what we can do next. I mean, we could just take a little bit of a peek here at the next lobby. And haven't driven Road Atlanta yet, so could be interesting, but if there's not many people in the lobby, I think I'm just gonna quit out and do something else. Okay. Actually matching longer than it usually does, so is that a good sign? Do we maybe have a decently filled lobby here? Let's see. And just a quick thank you to the Bee's Knees and Mitch for subscribing. Just saw that. Yeah, 2 people, so 1 in addition to me. I think GT4 is just not very popular, so maybe we'll do something else. Let's just see what else is going on. So we could obviously do one of these. I'm not all too keen on this Road to Race series, never really interesting. Same with the Spotlight, it's not for me. Endurance would be interesting if I were interested in any of these, but the Vintage Le Mans stuff, and for an hour, I don't really want to do that. So I think we are stuck in either the GT4, which doesn't have many people, a Mazda series, which also normally doesn't have many people, and touring cars, which we could do. Haven't done that in a while. So yeah, maybe let's just check if there is a little bit of a full... Well, it's 11 minutes still, so what else could we do? Obviously, we could just do just a simple S-Class, C-Class, P-Class. Or we could do multi-class. I think that would be most interesting. But I think I would have to build something for this. So SR or P-Class. Let's actually back out and see what I have. And several, some people are saying Forza Motorsport is dead. Is that true? I wouldn't say that it's dead. I think there are, well, I think a lot of people did leave the game behind. Some people maybe temporary, some people maybe forever, you never know. And I think if you look at multiplayer, it seems like there is not enough people, but I think that's mostly due to how many lobbies there are and how matchmaking works at the moment. Not... or taking into consideration the safety rating maybe a little bit too much now. I'm not quite sure. I wouldn't say Forza Motorsport is dead. It's a game that is definitely still evolving. There are some problems, and well, I hope that the developers will get on top of them. So what did I want to do? So yeah, I wanted to look at my cars. So SP or R-Class, what do I want to do? And what would I want to take for that? So we could obviously build some kind of racing car up, or we start with some street car and build that up. Actually, not quite sure what I want to do here. I mean, we could kind of build like maybe from an M4 and build that up kind of to a GT4 variant. That could be something that could be interesting. What else? What else? Some of these cars I've never driven. So something like the Saber could also be very interesting. Or the Senna. But I feel like why not try? Let's try if we can maybe build up a BMW M4 GT4 and just start from this base. Just see if we can. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to put a lot of stuff in. Conversion wise, this is a rear wheel drive, right? Stock drivetrain. Where can I see this? Here. Here. Yeah, okay. Okay. Engine top we're gonna take a look at later. For now, let's take a rear wing. So, let's see. Yeah, obviously, once again, the Forza wing is better. I guess we'll have to take it, even though it's ugly. Several, yes, I think both GT7 and Forza Motorsport are in a similar vein that they are simcade, not as like detailed as the like real simulators in quotation marks like ACC, iRacing and stuff. But yeah, I think GT7 and Forza Motorsport are on the same kind of level in terms of realism, I would say. Okay, let's just take both of these. Does this bumper help us out? Apparently it does, so let's take it. I mean, it's race bumper, that's nice. Wrigley, how I have so many credits? Well, I play the game quite a lot. That's one thing, and also have some tunes shared that, like, if people use them, then I get some credits from that. So, side skirts as well? Sure. Let's try and make this thing kind of racy, I guess. We'll just see where we end up. Let's just put in a lot of stuff for now. Let's also put the driveline in. Let's keep the wheel stock for now. Tire compound is already race, but we're gonna make them thick. Yeah, race brakes definitely needed. Already got all of that. So I did build up this car already. I'm not quite sure when, but I think for some single player in the very beginning. So I have some stuff, but I think I still need to do quite a bit. Let's take the roll cage for now. No ballast, obviously. And then, well, let's just see that we can get some power in this thing. Where are we at now? So 375 kilowatts. I'm not quite sure why this isn't in horsepower. Maybe just my settings right now. But we're just gonna, let's just put in a lot. I think we might build this up to the top of our class, even though maybe handling wise it can't compete there anymore. We'll see. Or maybe we can't even get there with what we have. And would need to swap out the engine. Actually, it looks like we would. Interesting. So let's see what we have. Conversion. Engine swap. Could go for a 4.5 liter V8. Where are we at stock with this? Not quite sure. So this is the twin turbo variant. V10. V10 in this thing. What is this engine? I don't even know. Or a V12. I think we're not gonna go completely crazy. Let's go for a twin turbo 4 liter V8 and just see what we can do with this. Let's go back to our upgrades. Not even quite sure if this gives us a lot more power actually. I think it's actually kind of similar. Yeah, flywheel doesn't really... Okay, so interesting. Also, this doesn't really give us a lot in terms of... So, would we have to use something like a V10? Yeah, I'm not quite sure. What is this engine? I wonder. 2.6 liter R4? Okay, maybe we'll take a V12. I don't know. Maybe that's also gonna be completely crazy. Okay, now we can't really upgrade this one. Maybe we can't build up this car for R-Class. And maybe it's gotta be... okay, we could do aspiration conversion on this. And then it's just the intercooler here. So also this doesn't work. Sorry, and thank you for bearing with me. Just trying to figure out if we can somehow build up this car to be at the top of our class, but maybe we can't. At laboratory, yeah, that's probably right. It's a rotary engine. And once again, this doesn't really work. So maybe change of plans, and we will take just the stock engine and build this as an S-Class car. I mean, I think we'll have way too much handling and not enough power for that. So maybe we'll need to change something else for that. With the twin turbo, we already are way over budget. That's always the problem with building cars just on the fly. Sometimes you don't even know if that what you're trying to do is even possible. And that's already too much. And that's S-Class. Okay, so we could do this. Maybe, I mean, we could do a little bit less weight reduction. But this car is heavy, so I'm not quite sure if I want to do that. I guess we'll try it like this. It might not be a good idea. I mean, we'll have more than enough handling, and we'll need to get some CP, that's fine. Yeah, as I said, not quite sure if this is gonna be a good car. Just gonna do some initial changes, and then... This is a weird kind of engine or gearing setup here. Not quite sure what that is about. Maybe something like that. Probably also... Oh, we'll have to see. I think we'll have to test drive this thing anyway. Yeah, not 100% sure here. I think we're gonna make that a little bit more stiff, but that a little bit more for rotation. And why is this so high? Just gonna lower the spring rate a little bit. Don't want to spend a whole lot of time in fine-tuning. Something like that. Probably reduce this a little. Maybe increase this a little bit more. I think I'm gonna just raise the roll center in general a little bit. This looks kind of high as well. Both of these. maybe something like this. We'll test drive this. Okay, and just standard aero setup for now. This is also a little bit too high for my taste. I think this one as well. Maybe something like this. And I'll probably reduce this just to have it working as I expect. Yes, I want to apply this. Oh, and we can do test drive from here, right? We can. Maple Valley? Yeah, sure, why not? And let's just see what kind of abomination I've built here. It throws you in a little bit weirdly here. Wasn't ready. Interesting. Was kind of expecting this sim to be quite grippy, but doesn't feel like it. It's actually quite the opposite. It's definitely not a lot of rear grip. Especially when I put the power down. So I think we gotta do something about that. And you can hear the tire squeals. Okay. Let's see. What can we do in terms of tuning? I think we just lower this a little bit more. Alignment, okay, I haven't really checked. Maybe let's do a little bit higher camber or more negative camber. I think I'm gonna leave it there. Maybe not as aggressive on the anti-roll bars. And maybe also not as aggressive here. And yeah, maybe we need some higher settings here as well. And let's give it a little bit of rear wing. And yeah, lower settings here. I think on deceleration it seemed fine. Let's see if this feels any better. Okay. Can we somehow... Oh, let's see. Maybe it puts us back on our wheels. Oh boy, this is quite a handful. What did I build? I was trying to build somewhat of a GT4. I don't think I succeeded. What is going on here? Let's maybe check telemetry as well. What are the springs doing? If anything at all. For one, I think we can stiffen these up. That could be something. Camber. Let's check that as well. Maybe a little bit more on the rear. Front seems fine-ish, unless I completely lose grip. So... What did I say? A little bit more on the rear, maybe something like that. And stiffen the springs maybe a little bit more. I think I just lowered them too much. But I think we're just gonna try and drive this in multi-class and just see how we do. And of course, since I built this up for S-Class, we could just take something like the Formula Master and would probably do way better than this, but where's the fun in that? So I guess we'll try this one. Why not? Probably should save the tune though. So if something goes wrong, don't have to redo this one. I mean, I can also save and share this, but use at your own risk, I would say. Just take all around here. I'm not quite sure if that's actually true. Good all around. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, as I said, feel free to use this at your own discretion. I mean, it's probably not the best build. For that, I would need to take a lot more time. And maybe that just doesn't work with this car. But we'll see. So I wanted to go to multiplayer. And then the open class and multi. Oh, actually another race on the Nürburgring. Sure. Let's see. I hope that there's a kind of full lobby for this. By the way, since we're still loading in, once again, welcome to everyone that just joined. I hope you're having a good Sunday afternoon or morning, wherever you are.
The Nürburgring Grand Prix Circuit Mercedes Arena contains the
Okay.
first
Oh yeah, I
abandoned
also did
turn.
build this Cayman and was a horrible build. So yeah, we're gonna just take our M4 here. Yes, I know that we can't switch, otherwise we'll lose our qualifying times. Okay, so we have, well, at least we have 5 people in S class right now, 3 in P and 2 in R class, or the other way around? The other way around. Blue should be R class and green should be P class. So let's just do a little bit of practice, see what this car feels like on the Nürburgring. Okay. This happens from time to time now, since the last update for me, that it tells me VRAM is over budget, even though it really isn't. My graphics card is fine. And also the game continues to run fine, but I get this message from time to time. I don't really know what to do about it, I have to say. Maybe it's just a bug, or maybe, yeah, I don't know. Oh boy. And I wanted to build this up for R class. I think that would have been really stupid. And I think we would just be in a wall constantly. Because already with the power that this car has, it has trouble getting everything on the road, so. Also the brakes aren't amazing, I have to say. And I feel like gotta somehow use a little bit higher gears than normally here. Actually didn't check telemetry for that. Maybe we should still do that. Ah, looks good so far. I mean, this is drivable, at least. Not amazing. I feel like it's also lacking downforce with what I've put in. Maybe I should have checked the other aero options. They would have given us a little bit more. I feel like this is what this car is lacking a little. But we'll just try to still have a decent race, hopefully. Need to remember that the brakes are not as good as I would expect them to be. Okay. We put the power down too much. Even with traction control on, car kind of wants to kill me. For 1 minute until we start this thing. I'm curious how this is gonna go. Maybe we can also check in a bit what the other people in my class are driving, since we are in multi-class. But yeah, this is a little bit of a handful to drive, I have to say.
30 seconds to race start.
What did I build here? Yeah, and in these kinds of corners you really feel the lack of downforce. Okay, once again, not the biggest grid here. Actually, seems like people even left. But, well, we are 6 people in S-Class, only 1 in R-Class, and 2 in P, so not that much overtaking from faster classes to be expected. I mean, a little bit, especially from the P-Class cars, but yeah, with this... not all that much. Oh, don't forget to reduce fuel here. About 7 laps expected. Let's just take 8. That should be fine. We are 16 minutes. Yeah, I think we are gonna take medium tires. If we need to pit, then we need to pit. So we are against MG GT2, Porsche, the KTM GT4, and I couldn't see the rest. So let's check this out in the race, I guess. So since we are in this one, the slowest class, we are gonna start first. And then the faster classes are gonna go afterwards. So we will have some multi-class action, even though it's not all that much in this one. And I'm starting in P2 actually. This could be dangerous. Okay, clean so far. Oh, come on. I kind of knew this was happening as I saw the radar, someone just diving on the inside there. Oh, that's sad. That's really sad. Because the car behind me is actually higher class. And I don't know where he wants to go. Don't really know if it was that necessary. Don't quite know which car that was, but someone decided to just dive me there on the inside. And completely took me out. But won't give up. We'll try to catch them. Oh, but not with this. I really need to brake for this. I need to remember that I don't have downforce. Okay. That are the two P-class cars already gone, so that's it for multi-class for this one, I guess. Almost lost the car there once again. We're catching someone. Not quite sure who that is. But yeah, I would still agree with what I said in the beginning. This car is a handful to drive. So, wouldn't really recommend. Well, kind of kept it on track there. His car also seems really banged up. So it looks like he was also involved in some kind of incident. Wow. Schumacher is difficult with this car. Let's see if we can maybe get into some kind of a fight with the guy in front. It's the MG, right? It looks like we got him. Oh, he seems to be a little bit faster in these more handling focused sections. For some reason in Forza Motorsport you can't go like on the right side of the track there. There's some kind of weird surface going on. I'm so used to from ACC to just take all of the track there, but can't here in Forza Motorsport. And I'm drifting around the corner here. And let's check once again. Okay, tire wear looks like we will need to actually do a pit stop in this one. Kind of curious if that goes for everyone. If that's the case, then maybe we will still have a chance. Ah, this corner. Yep, if you go to a little bit too fast, like I just did, the car just wants to slide around. Definitely an interesting car to drive. Nope. Oh no. Yeah, that wasn't great. Lost a lot of momentum. Oh, where's he going? Interesting. How was that? Completely cutting the chicane and then looking like he wants to go to the pits, but then doesn't? Oh, by the way, pits. Maybe we should have gone to the pits. Oopsie. Maybe that would have been a good choice. I mean, it's 5 more minutes, and these kinds of races are actually over when the timer hits 0. But our rear tires are kind of in the danger zone already. But I think since we don't really have any chance of catching up with going to the pits, I think we'll just try to get these tires to the end. Even though the driving on this is not gonna improve. No, it most definitely doesn't. Can I? No, I can't save this. Oh man. What am I doing? Yeah, moderate tire wear. 3 more minutes. I mean, there's no way that going to the pits now is an option. Regardless, I think there isn't any position to gain anymore. Oh no. Well, I think I'll just try and survive. Maybe that's the goal now. Just try and survive, bring this to the end. Without any major incidents anymore. And saying that, yep, rear tires don't want to do anything anymore. Oh no. I somehow gotta make it to the end. Let's try to take this a little bit more easy. Saying that, once again, spun around. I just feel the tires not wanting to do anything anymore. And we are now in severe tire wear and still have to drive for 2 more minutes. Yeah. Oh no. Yep. As I said, tires don't want to do anything anymore. Just putting the power down a little and just sliding around the corner. And even just going straight is not possible anymore. Interesting. Nope. Just have to fight the car all the way now. 1 more minute. Come on. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Hoppa. Yeah, okay. Please just go. I can't drive anymore. Okay, I'm just a passenger now. Oh, yay, yay. Almost getting hit by the only R-Class car here. Oh god. It's over. It's over. I think it's the missing paint job. I guess that's what it was.
Good work out there.
What is going on today?
26.
Hey there, Ghost Phoenix. Welcome. And everyone else that joined the stream. Just having a little bit of fun today. as much as we can in this. Okay, let's maybe see if we can do something else here. Like, man, I don't want to do a race once again where there are just very little people. Maybe we'll check GT4 or touring cars again. Maybe there's more people in that. Well, let's see. Maybe also this lobby will be a little bit more populated.
At Kyalami, taming the crocodiles, cheetah, and leopard corners will lower your lap times and possibly earn you
Well,
a shot
not
to
really.
win.
I mean, still 11 minutes to go. So lobby could fill up. But I think we'll first check the other lobbies to see if there's something else going on. Okay, spec events. Sebring and GT4s. Is there anyone doing this? Yeah, open class is very intense, Ghost Phoenix. Especially in multi-class, if you don't have a proper car build up like I just tried, can just get very, very iffy. I don't know. Let's just see if there's even anyone in this. I mean, 11 people, it's more than in our first race. So we could do this. Do I want to take the KTM or the Ginetta? I think we're going to take the KTM for now. Yeah, let's just head into practice. Maybe we'll get a little bit more racing in with this one. And I also gotta do a little bit of practice on Sebring. Anyway, because I've not driven this track in a long time. And not at all in Forza yet. Or in Forza Motorsport, the newer one. Did drive this in 7, Forza Motorsport 7. But apart from just a little bit in Le Mans Ultimate, haven't driven this track in a while, so something I gotta get used to, and I kinda wanna let this guy by. Just gonna be a hindrance right now. Okay. Maybe he also has some trouble. So let me try and remember how this track goes. This is also kind of a short variant, isn't it? And yeah, this last corner, notorious for being very long and also being very bumpy. And you can actually feel it in the steering wheel here, which is nice. Don't think, well, I played Forza Motorsport 7 very little on the steering wheel, so can't really say if it was the same there. But for Sweetback in the newest Motorsport is pretty good. But this is some kind of shorter variant, I think. It's not the full circuit. This is not the line. It's early. As I said, still have to relearn Sebring. I can take this corner a lot faster than it looks like, because there's a lot of curb you can take. This, if you want to be fast, you probably have to send it quite a lot. Oh, getting better, I guess. Not great yet, but better. I really don't know which line is the best in this last corner. You actually want to go out very wide, or... I mean, it's nice to get a lot of speed for this start-finish straight, I guess. I'm still a little bit unsure. I was too late on brakes. But just trying to find the limit here. So for this, you kind of want to be really far on the left. You actually cut the last turn and go for a throttle on the way out? Like, cut where? On the inside? Like here? Oh, someone there. No, I guess it was a little better. I think I can go there. I mean, there's not much curb there on the exit. But I guess a decent amount. And this corner I'm still screwing up. Speed for this, okay. Good to know. Yeah, okay, going slow and fast out. Yeah, could probably be good. You can use a lot of space on the exit then as well. I mean, there's basically no track limit on the left side, even though there are track marks. Like if you go like very much inside, like here, towards the barrier, and then accelerate out. I mean, that's a little bit early, but get my drift. Like, normally there's, like, okay, the white line kind of ends there, but there's a lot of space, and you need the space, yeah. Yeah, exactly, because there's a long straight afterwards. Let me just check. Okay, it's dirt after that. Okay. Not a lot of curb there, so need to be careful. Kind of getting to grips with it again. To say Sebring is not my favorite track, but it's okay, I guess. Hey, Efficient, sorry. It was kind of a spontaneous idea. I was just had a little bit of free time and decided why not do a stream of sorts, and then I was thinking what I want to do, and well, oh. Well, that was my fault for sure. Let's just skip and try again. But yeah, just wanted to see what I could do in terms of just a little bit of motorsports fun, if you can call it that sometimes, in the multiplayer. Okay, let's try and get another good lap in, and then we're onto the race. You can cut a lot here as well on the inside. That was decent, I think. I need to go to the left here. Can still carry quite a lot of speed. Something like that. And yeah, already a second up, so I guess I'm kind of getting the hang of things. Can't promise that I will actually be able to replicate this in the race, but if I can do something like this,
30 seconds.
it's gonna be okay, I guess. That wasn't too great, because I was kind of careful with the guy in front. But still, over a second improvement looks like. Okay, let's just park it somewhere, like here. Ah, sorry, efficiency. Yeah, lobby just closed probably. I'm not quite sure if I prefer the GTM over the Ginetta. They are very different in terms of driving. I think, yeah, if we're talking like overall on like any track, probably I prefer the KTM, but the Ginetta is also really cool. It's just as a different type of driving for me. Okay, we need to remember to do fuel. We will do 14 laps of this. Let's take enough fuel. We'll take mediums, and then we'll just see. What I'm not quite sure if we will need to do a pit stop, probably. The amount of laps. And let's also check where we are starting. P12 out of 14. Okay. So we will have, well, some cars ahead of us. Hopefully we will not get crashed this time. So we will actually have a decent race. Would be kind of nice. I would say so, yes, Ghost Phoenix. KTM should be the fastest on the straight. And also best acceleration. Well, I'm not quite sure on top speed, but like at least lower speed lower to mid speed acceleration is pretty good on the KTM. Yeah, and the Ginetta is also really good. Okay, let's try and focus on this race start, and hopefully we will get something done. We will probably have a very good start here, and now we're kind of blocked. Yeah, the KTM has a really good start, and oh god, this is like at least 3 wide. Don't really want to get crashed out here. What is going on? I don't really see anything. Oh boy. That was a start. But we survived, and how? Like, for what did I now get a penalty? I really don't understand this penalty system sometimes. I mean, there was a lot of bumping going on from a lot of people. I didn't really see me doing anything too stupid. Apart from that, maybe? Okay, that was maybe leaning on that guy a little bit too much. Yeah, short layout Sebring moment. That might be it. There's someone? Yeah, someone was in the wall. Two people going on the grass. Interesting. Little bit of ascent. Luckily that worked out. Don't really want to send it on his inside there. I don't think that would have been a good idea. Well, there's actually a possibility to get an off-track there. Wow, and 1.5 seconds for that. Didn't really know that you could get an off-track on the inside there. Interesting. Need to pay more attention, I guess. Oh god, so many people. Yep, thanks for the bump. Now it once again looks like I'm a dirty driver because of 2 penalties, but as I said, the first penalty for a collision, not quite sure for that, for what I did get that, and the track cut right now, also didn't know that it was possible to actually cut on the inside there and get an off track. Maybe did cut in a little bit early here, not quite sure. Yeah, Ghost Phoenix probably was over the yellow line there with the whole car. Here we are up into P5 though. It's nice. We are getting at least a little bit of a gap to the guys behind. No, too wide. Yeah, penalty system. I don't know. But I've also had it for ramming. Ramming. Like sometimes just someone swerves in front of you or is like super slow and, well, you can't really avoid him, hit him. Nothing really happens, but you happen to overtake him and then it's like 2.5 seconds of penalty. And you're like, okay, thank you, I guess. But yeah, with track limits sometimes as well. I mean, it didn't really look like I did gain a lot of time with my cutting over the inside at the last turn here, and that gave me what, like 1.5 seconds of penalty? Like, okay. Okay, but let's try to get into a little bit of a rhythm here and maybe stay with the guy in front. That would be kind of nice. Where are we at? Lap number 5 and tires are looking okay, but I think we will need to probably pit at the half-mile mark, so after the 7th lap. Two more laps and then we should probably pit. Oh, I kind of followed him here. Hey Lilia. Update 12 should come with Sunset Peninsula as a new track. And like some other things, I'm not quite sure actually. Like, I think what was it called? The challenge hub? So that you can earn reward cars from other things other than just the single player feature tour, open class tour and stuff. That should be in, but I'm not quite sure. But if I remember correctly, that should also be in. But I think we'll get an update post kind of soon, because update should be next, well, maybe not next week, but maybe the week after. But I think we'll get an update post and a YouTube video from the official Forza channel as well. Okay, need to remember to pit after this one. I think that just makes sense. Update 12 will not have the new track. I thought they said September, which I thought was the next update, but maybe I'm wrong on that. So let's try to find the pit entry. Yes, medium tires, don't need additional fuel. Drift mode will come later. They didn't announce a date yet when that will come. And F1 in NASCAR, I don't know. Don't think we have any information on that. This pit exit is also kind of weird, no? Where are we even at now? E7. But some people have not yet pit. Someone else is in the pit. Oh, I think a couple of people. Someone's exiting right now. Hello, Ginetta friend. Hey. Was my bad. A little bit late here. Always a little bit difficult to actually see where the corner starts, or where the actual inside of the corner is when someone is in front of you. But maybe that's just my inexperience on the track. Guess so. Now that was not my fault, I would say. But still fine. Went a little wide on that. Where is he going? And where am I going? No, it's gonna be another penalty, isn't it? Okay, maybe not. I think the guy in front did get a big penalty for that, or at least he should have. Yeah, it's probably right that F1 and NASCAR are tied down by licenses. And if you're looking at chat while driving a corner, that's what happens. Okay, let's try to focus a little bit here. Oh no. It's gonna be a little bit difficult now. Lost out on the guys in front quite a bit. What was that? Oh boy. Yep. That was some kind of a bump. That completely knocked out my suspension. Didn't really know that this was possible. Maybe also was just a little bit fast into the last corner, but I felt something knocking my car and then I just lost the rear. And was not able to catch. Yeah, I think so too. I just lost the car there. I mean, you can feel the bumps, even in Forza Motorsport, quite a lot. My wheel is just shaking all over the place when driving through the last corner and even the first, like the first sector, or the first corner. Okay, we're coming up on the last lap. Let's see if we can maybe get this Audi in front. That'd be nice. One and a half seconds in one lap. I think you will need to make a mistake for me to have a chance. But you never know. I mean, we're somewhat getting closer, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Nah, second. Even though we're catching a little, not gonna be enough. Once again, I almost lost the car. Close, I guess. Somewhat, yeah, but with penalties we still would have been P6 anyways, I think. Yeah. But was okay, it was decent, I think. Like looking at the lap times, like one person had a faster lap than me, so I think I was overall doing quite okay. a little unfortunate,
Nice
both
work out
on
We
the
finished P6.
incidents in the first lap with the penalties and with me losing the car there in the last corner. But that was actually the first race that was quite fun, I have to say. So, let's just quickly check what time it is. I've been streaming for like 2 hours now. I think I might need to dip out kind of soon. It's getting a little bit hot in my room, I have to say, with like the rig and the PC running, and it's still kind of hot outside. I'm sweating a lot. Yeah, true efficiency improved from a starting position. And I think going through the first like 2 laps was pretty good in terms of my decision making. Didn't get involved in any major incidents, even though the first lap was kind of crazy. Actually, might maybe save the replay here. We can. We could take a look at that. Successful, okay. So let's back out of here for now. What could we do if we wanted to do one more race? Not really interested in this either. So we could do VIR. Not my favorite track, I have to say. Or maybe we'll do another touring car as a short. I mean, we could do or try to do a touring car race. Maybe let's check the replay first of all and see what this madness was in the beginning. Because that looked kind of ridiculous. Let's pause this for now and change cameras. Like, how does this work here? Let's maybe go to like this kind of camera and then just see this first lap. I had a really good start because the KTM just has a way better start than especially the Audi. But couldn't really get by any, and then yeah, I was trying to take this quite careful and then went way too wide. And then this is where shenanigans happened. I'm not quite sure, did I get the penalty for the bump that we just saw? Because that didn't really look all that bad. We were just leaning on each other, so... I think I got that there. Or maybe here? No, I don't think I did get a penalty for that. Even though that might have been penalty worthy. Not quite sure. Well, let's back out of this one. Nothing more to see here, I think. Yeah, I guess I'll just see if anyone is doing touring cars. There are actual people in this lobby, then we might do this. And if no one is doing touring cars, I think I will head out. Yeah, so the first bump was it. Not quite sure that that's actual penalty worthy, but yeah, it's something the developers say that they still are working on. Maybe the Peugeot, or maybe I haven't driven the X-Power in quite a while. 5 people in this lobby. That's not a lot. I mean, people could still join. Let's give it a couple of minutes. Let's just do a couple of practice laps. I remember this car being quite strong, but also a little bit more difficult to drive than, for example, the Peugeot. There's another touring car race with 8 people. Yeah, I think that might be because they are taking safety rating into consideration a little more, and maybe just people are like too different in terms of safety that the matchmaker doesn't want to put them in the same lobby. Not quite sure. It's now 4 people in this one, so not quite sure if this is something the developers are aware of. I hope they are, and I hope they have some ideas on fixing that, because these small lobbies, like on a Sunday afternoon, at least in Europe, I would expect a lot more people playing. Because I don't think that there are that little people playing Forza Motorsport. I think it's just the matchmaker not really making the most out of the people that are queuing for events.
10 minutes till
I mean,
race
it's
start.
also a little bit difficult on Forza Motorsports, or the developers turn 10. I mean, people were complaining, and I think rightly so, that safety rating didn't mean anything, and you were still, even as like an S-class safety rating player, being matched against like D or even E-class rated players, and they changed that. So maybe like now the lobbies are closer in terms of safety rating, but they are not full enough. So yeah, efficient, that might be the best way. Disabling safety rating, or at least or widening the range, I guess, in which people are taken into consideration for the matchmaker. I'm not quite sure. Like, since I don't know how their system works, I don't really have any good ideas yet how that could be fixed. But I feel like they need to do something, because these empty lobbies are kind of a bummer. Don't think we had any lobby above 15 players today. And considering that 24 is the max, I don't know. Ghost Phoenix. Yeah, I guess it depends where you are. Like where I am at, the weather is not that great. It's still kind of hot, and it's how do you say that, very humid. Like going outside right now, it just feels like you're walking into a wall. It's just not fun. And also I had my fair share of outside time yesterday, so I'm totally fine with just sitting inside for today. Oh, you're from Poland. Nice. Yeah, I'm in Germany, as you probably can tell from my accent. And yeah, where I'm at, like, you can already feel that there's gonna be a thunderstorm, probably later today even. Like, it really feels like there's something brewing up. Efficiency, you found a lobby with 18 players? Yeah. Yeah, and I also still feel like I have talked about that in a video that's coming out next week, I guess. Yeah, probably next week. Where, well, I can kind of spoil that. I think they need to do matchmaking differently. Right now they are matching players right away. The lobby is open and you're getting matched. But since people are still queuing up for the event later on, they should, at least in my opinion, do it like a lot of other games do, and actually put everyone into a queue and do matchmaking right before the race starts. And that way you can actually see how many people are, well, queued for the event in general, how many people are in certain safety rating classes, for example. I think if they were to do it like this, then the matchmaker would have also a way easier time of trying to fill up lobbies. But yeah, just my take on things. As I said, I talk a little bit about that in the video coming next week, which is actually gonna be my 1-year YouTube anniversary. So yeah, it's kind of crazy to think that I've been doing this crazy YouTube stuff with like a lot of different things that I've tried. I've been doing that for a year. It really doesn't feel like that. Yeah, exactly. Efficiency. Somehow how LFM for ACC does that. It's like I would say the best way to actually fill up lobbies if you're just doing the matchmaking when there are actually the most amount of people in lobbies. And if that doesn't happen, like Forza Motorsport does it in such a weird way. You're put into a lobby with just people that the game thinks are on a similar skill and safety rating level, but if there are a lot of people, maybe the lobby already fills up, and then there are people coming in there that are way closer or a better fit for that lobby. They can't get in anymore. And well, yeah, also, yeah, I think the other way around is it's way more detrimental that the game starts creating a whole bunch of different lobbies. People maybe don't stick around and quit, and then you end up with lobbies that are kind of small. So, yeah. Since this is a short race, maybe we should do some qualifying, because otherwise it's gonna be just carnage, I guess. If we're doing qualifying, I probably should have taken a look at fuel and tires, I guess. So let's see if we can still do that. I think we need to quit out of qualifying for that.
Nicely done. Currently P9 after
yeah, okay. Here, right now it says P9 out of 12 right now. Yeah, I think let's try to do qualifying. I think more than one lap we will not be able to do. Nah, doesn't matter. Let's try again. Yeah, exactly, Greg. The lobbies also got smaller when this many lobbies were added. I mean, we now have 4 lobbies in the open class alone. I mean, remember we started out with just 1 open class lobby when Forza Motorsport released. They then kind of reluctantly put that up to 2 open class lobbies. Now we are at 4. And then we have, well, I think in the beginning we had GT touring cars and then 1 additional, maybe 2 additional lobbies. We are now at 6 lobbies in addition to the 4 in open class. So I think that's also a factor that's spreading the player base too thin. Oh no. Yeah, okay, that's an off track. That was a little fast. Let's try that again.
2 left.
Yeah, efficiency, I would agree. Touring cars really haven't changed at all in like half a year, I would say. I mean, was there any changes to touring cars after this MG and the Peugeot was added? Because I can't remember. I mean, that must be like half a year ago now. So I'm not driving particularly well right now. let's slow down enough for this. Oh boy, completely missed the apex. Well, we'll just get some kind of time in.
Seconds to race start. One left.
Not gonna get one more in, so let's just park it up. Yeah, Greg, I would agree. Overall, I like the change to the GT series as well with splitting it up. Just GT4 needs more cars. It's just not fun like this, in my opinion. And I think GT2 needs to be somehow a little more different from the GT3 category because they are still kind of similar. I mean, they are now split. But since GT2 is mostly GTEs and just some other stuff as well, and like how many actual GT2s do we have? It's like the KTM and maybe some like one other, not quite sure. Okay, let's 5 laps. Let's take enough fuel. Let's take medium tires. Where do we start? We start E6. That's fine. Okay, loading for a little bit. Okay. Sometimes it just takes a long time. Here we go. At least this lobby did still fill up, at least to some degree. I think it's not bad. Okay. Why do we always have these people? I mean, everyone was just taking it slow and then someone decides to ruin everyone's race. What is going on here? Okay, we are still starting from the back, I guess. Let's try to make the best out of this. How wide do you want to go through this? Oh no. It's gonna be a penalty for me. No? Okay. I just don't get this game sometimes. It's Link once again. And yep, okay, I guess I'm going straight. Thank you. And I guess I'm getting rammed again.
Total time penalty
And I get a collision for penalty for avoidable contact. And yeah, thank you. I'm slow. What do you want me to do? Where do you want me to go? Come on. Yep, the driving standards. Come on, you don't have to push me around. What is going on? Yep, this is a rough one. And since this is only a short race, we also will not have any kind of opportunity to somehow catch up. Oh, that's a little late. Somehow still got rammed from behind. That difficult to not ram. Yeah, what is this lobby? I don't know. Like, I was kind of hopeful in the beginning when, like, everyone in front and even directly behind me was kind of civil about it and everyone was just taking it slow for T1. And then someone just completely YOLO'd into the whole group, it felt like. Not quite sure what exactly was going on there, but yeah, I think just someone didn't brake at all. Careful. Yep, exactly because of that. Where is he going? Oh, come on. And now I'm way too late on brakes. Yeah, maybe it's because of the short race that people are just like, if you don't win T1 then you lose completely, so you have to do something. Oh, he's braking a lot there. Now we should be able to get him. I wonder if it would have been better to just start from the back. Like, my thought process was, let's do qualifying, start somewhere towards the front and maybe have a clean and nice race with some people that are fast, but maybe it would have been better to just start from the back. I don't know. I guess any way you do it, it's the wrong decision. One more lap, maybe we will have a little bit of a chance of some fighting. Maybe with the Honda here. Okay, maybe not. Oh boy, you don't have to brake this much for this corner. Audi, and please, I'm on your outside. What is this maneuvering? Don't want to send it in the corkscrew, if I'm being honest. Maybe that was a little dirty. And that was definitely dirty from him. Okay, thank you. Imagine those people on the Nordschleife. Yeah, no thank you. F, yes, new race format position is based on who has the least penalty. I'm not quite sure I would do well. I mean, also got a penalty here, but once again, I'm not really quite sure what that penalty was for. Well, that was a race to end it on, I guess. So yeah, I gotta head out. I really, really sweaty. It's way too hot in my room, so I have to take a little bit of a break here. I've been streaming for, well, almost 2.5 hours as well. So yeah, I think before I start just rambling on, I will just say thanks a lot for everyone that joined, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and a good start in the new week.
Great work. P12.
There will be some more streams, probably, like, well, I can't promise anything, but I kind of want to do a stream this week with the new Forza Horizon hide-and-seek game mode. Maybe that's just going to be a video if I don't have time to do a stream. But yeah, that's something that I want to do at least. And other than that, more content on Forza Motorsport. Don't have anything planned right now for ACC, but there will be stuff in the future for sure. So thanks everyone for joining. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye.